Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me move this camera so you can. I am looking at the camera. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. My two devices. Can you believe I got a new phone? You know what? I'm going to need more light. So hang tight 1 second and enjoy this video while I grab one more light.
No, maybe so. Like a rocket gonna blast off, watch me go. Yay, yay, say my name. Haters gonna hate, but I'm harder than the game, so ha. Hello, bye-bye. Everybody looking at me, but I don't mind. Cause damn, straight, righteous as what? Hungry like a wolf, gonna get me some. Come on now, let's work. Come on now. Come on now, let's work. Check it out. Come on now, let's work. Come on now, check it out. Come on now, let's work. Come on now. Come on now, let's work. Come on now, check it out. Come on now, let's work. Come on now, let's check it out.
Here I am. There I are. Hello. Okay, I got more light. This light is so big, it's almost blinding. This is going to be an amazing training. Those of you that are going to be on the big guest event we're having tomorrow, this light is one of the lights we're giving away. It's so blinding. Okay, I can't turn it that way. So it's going to be amazing. All right, so today we're talking all things foundation. And so I'm really excited. Dorothy's in the background. She's going to be popping these comments up. We're going to be talking all about Perfect Match Foundation. I see Krishana and Jeanette and Darlene and Doretta and Bertha and Audrey, Dwayna, Mia. And good morning to all. I want you guys to type in the chat what foundation you use. I want you to type in the chat what foundation you use. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We had a little bit of everything switched up this morning. You know, I'm super prepared. And now I realize I forgot to grab my cream to powders and my pressed powder. So trust, in a little bit, I'm going to put y'all on hold again during one of these videos. Thank God for a 4-minute video, or maybe I can go find it. Okay. I have my fan on over here and I feel like it's loud. Can y'all hear the fan? Do you hear a fan? I'm like, you know how you keep buying these fans? And I'm trying to get the one that is the coolest. Oh, I know what it is. Hold on. I got a new fan and it has the top fan and a lower fan. And the lower one is, now you can't hear it. So mineral powder foundation, Octavia, which color? Put which color in there. Cream to powder. This will be real helpful. Thanks, Doretta, for letting me know. You couldn't hear the big fan. So it'll be great if you guys put your foundation shade and people can click on your profiles and they can kind of see, and it can help you with foundation. So we're going to be talking all things foundations. Okay, you can't hear the fan, but you can hear me. Okay, good. Good. I moved. I'm in a different part. This morning, I'm in my loft. My husband said, how many green screens are you buying and how many rooms in the house are you going to be set up? So right now we have 3 studios set up in my house. So we're grateful to have extra space. But this is my favorite place because I got window, and a big old couch behind me. Get excited. This is an extra bonus room that no one sits in except for this is my grandkids' room. And there's a treadmill over there. We got a whole lot going on. I'm so grateful for being able to work this way. Okay, so we're talking foundations. Foundation is the foundation of makeup. And that's all we're going to be talking about today is foundation. And the one disadvantage of being here is I don't have my multiple screens. So you can always tell when I don't have them because I'm not quite as efficient. So we're going to talk about, let's find your perfect foundation and your true shade. And one of the things you want to know is what's your true shade at one time doesn't mean it's your true shade all the time. Everybody needs to have more than one shade. It's your go-to shade. Do you ever wake up and you put your foundation on, it's like it's not right anymore? That's when it's seasonal reprogramming. You need to reprogram your skin around this time because it will start to get warmer. So some of us need to switch our foundation. Need to switch our moisturizer and go to a lighter moisturizer. Some of us will notice that we need more sunscreen during this time. And oftentimes we need to switch up our foundation. So the very first foundation we're going to talk about is, of course, our CC cream. And our CC cream, I do believe I did bring the CC cream in here. So our CC cream is amazing. And for the clients that are watching, our CC cream comes in, count them, 5 different shades, right? Very light, light, medium, deep, and very deep. And I wear deep. Now, let me tell you, I don't use CC cream primarily. I am a time-wise foundation girl. And this is where I need, Dorothy's going to be like, ooh, you need me here today. Because I don't even have my lookbook. So I'm going to pull my lookbook up over here because it is important that you use the proper names. So I'm pulling up my digital showcase app. And of course, it's going to have to update. Y'all work with me this morning. I have to log in because, of course, it's a brand new phone. And what is my InTouch password? Give me a second. So, yes, 30 years in Mary Kay and 14 free cars. And I still have to refer to the lookbook to get the correct prices and the correct names. The key is you want to be able to do that sometimes without people even knowing. So if I had a lookbook, you wouldn't have even known necessarily I was reading. So I love the CC cream, but let me tell you what I do with the CC cream so much. So I'm in this digital showcase app. For the clients that are watching, we have an e-catalog app that you can just download. But in the digital showcase app, I thought there was an e-catalog in there. There used to be. So let me go to the e-catalog app, which is the one clients can get also. And bam, there are all of our lookbooks. And here is the current lookbook is right here, and it makes it real simple. And there is a full page in here on your skin, but better. And it talks about whether your skin is exquisitely ebony, irresistibly ivory, or somewhere equally stunning in between. These benefit-packed foundations will have you looking flawless, no filter required. So this CC cream is amazing. And it is so cool. I also love blending this foundation in with my toning lotion and putting them on my legs. So I can use deep. You use very little. Hot mess. One thing that I did leave is my mirror. Just hold on, y'all. Hold on. Lose location. So, big old mirrors. Very difficult to do this without a mirror. Just is. So with this deep, I use deep. And when I first put the deep on, it does not go on perfect color for me. But when I blend it in, you can kind of see where it is. But when I blend it, it always goes away. So CC cream is quick and simple to use and super sheer. And I think every woman should know how to use a CC cream. And the CC cream can be used on the days that, for some people, that's all they wear, but it always can be used. Thanks, girl. But it always can be used on the days that your no makeup days. This is no makeup. This is a sunscreen with a tint. So I'm using deep. Now, I want to encourage you, for the new consultants that are watching, This is the most simple thing every single time that we have a miracle set sell. You want to upsell the CC cream. Now, I'll tell you this. In-person appointments, CC creams sell like that because women are always amazed at these CC creams. So this would be something that I would add in as a sample with CDS, or I would have samples of these because we have a foundation tool that we're going to talk about in a little bit. And it's really simple, even over the camera, to be able to recommend the shade and send 1 or 2 shades to someone so that they can purchase it. So CC cream, really, really important. We're going to spend a lot of time talking about all of our foundations, but we're going to talk about my favorite one in just a moment. So here we go. Looking at the benefits of CC cream before we move on. It helps to protect. It helps to conceal. It helps to brighten. So one of the things that people don't realize about our foundations is a part of the 5 steps of skincare: cleanse, exfoliate, freshen, moisturize, and protect. Our foundation can serve that protection function too because of the sunscreen that's here, and it's non-comedogenic, which means it doesn't clog your pores. So it's going to protect, conceal, brighten, hydrate, reduce age signs, minimize redness, defend, and correct. These are some screenshots that I found that I can even share and make available. And this is the 8 benefits of the CC cream. So I would let a woman know that this extends the protection that she's going to get from her skincare. All right. Now, when we go, before we talk about foundation, let's talk about the foundation of foundation. And that is our foundation primer. You can apply foundation primer with or without a brush. And you can apply it without, you can apply foundation without a foundation primer. But when you apply it without a foundation primer, it really is like my wall over there. I could see some abrasion on the wall where it could be painted. And if I went to paint that wall, I could just wash it with, some water or maybe a little soap and water. And then I could just get my paint out and just paint over it. But you're going to probably be able to see where the old paint ends and the new paint stops. Like it's going to be a patch on there versus if I sanded it down and filled it in. Sanding it down for your skin equivalent would be using your microdermabrasion or exfoliating products. And then, of course, following with your skincare that brightens. And then you put don't get me started, DeLion, the spackle, whatever they do with that, where you fill it in. Well, this is spackle for your face, okay? So you take just a little bit of this and a little bit. I kind of took too much that time. And so just a little dab will do you. And you're going to apply it to all the different sections of your face. And it literally is going to make it where your foundation adheres to the primer and not adhering to your face. So I start, and on your skincare, you go up and out. But when you come to foundation, this is the only time you go down. And does anybody know why you want to go down? Lastly, always use primer. Yep, all the primers. All right, that's awesome. Anybody know why you want to go down when it comes to foundation? Hello, 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 hello. So we're talking foundations today. Here we go. And primer. The hair on your face, you're laying, yes, this is StreamYard. We are laying the natural hairs down. We're laying the natural hairs down. If you ask a question and I don't answer it, I might not be looking right then. Just keep texting it, okay? Yes, you're laying those natural hairs. Some of us have more hairs than others, all right? So there we go. So let's take a look at all of the different foundations and the different things we have. as we start talking about it. But primers, our foundation primer. We're going to talk a little bit about oil mattifier. The eye primer is important, the lip primer. All of those things are going to make a big difference. This shows you, this is an easy way to sell primer. What you can do live is with an orange. I've done this before with an orange, and you put foundation, you draw a black line down the center, or you don't have to draw a line, but you could draw a line down the center, put the primer on one side and no primer on the other side, and then go ahead and apply foundation on one side and on the other side. And literally what will happen is they will see all the pimples that are on the orange. The orange is a perfect example. The pores, the pimples on the orange represent the pores in your skin, and it will show you the difference. And I like to do that with you could do a lighter color foundation or a darker color foundation. So I'm challenging you to do that today. Okay. And check that out and see what happens. So tools that you're going to want to have to supplement your foundation. Your foundation primer. Okay. Your finishing spray, which I don't believe I brought in here. Your translucent powder, which I did a good job. And I did remember translucent powder. And so tell me, who uses both translucent powder and the mineral powder? And what difference do they use? This also helps to diffuse light, but talk about the difference with the foundation primer and the mineral primer. So the translucent powder and the mineral powder. And then we're going to talk about all the different brushes and tools, the different ones. So I think you need to have all of them. Liquid foundation brush, the powder brush, the powder foundation brush, the blending brush, and of course, a compact with pressed powder. Okay. And we have that foundation tool, beauty consultants. You can use that foundation tool to help you with discovering her shade. And of course, definitely pre-COVID, this was important, but during COVID, it's important for her. You can hold it up without touching the skin, and you can clean it even with alcohol afterwards. All right. And then my favorite tool that I love to use is the beauty blender. What is it called? Hold on, Dorothy. It's covered up. The blending sponge. Thank you. Okay. So those are tools. So CC creams are huge. 8 benefits. It's the lightest foundation. So for a woman, now, just because a woman wants natural, sometimes people say they want natural, but they want natural but better. I like to ask a woman, is she a no makeup woman or is she a natural woman? Because there's 2 separate things. Even when someone wants natural, they still can wear foundation. One of our heavier foundations sometimes can help it to look even more natural than your own skin. So just because, poison ivy is natural, but that doesn't mean that you want poison ivy, right? So is it no makeup or is it natural? There are women that want no makeup, but even among the women that want no makeup, some of them want it because no makeup for convenience. Some want it because they just don't like makeup, but some want it because they've been traumatized by people that have worn it improperly. The aunties or the women in their life that had foundation lines that hugged you and their face was on their clothes. There are some women, I think we've been really great at moving out of that. But for years and years and years, there were so many women, especially Black women. We'd walk into a store and in a brick and mortar store, and Black women are going to come out to orange and white women are going to come out to pink. Okay. And you'll notice that a big deal, the difference that it will make. So now let's talk about who's got next. And I hope that this will play. This is a little commercial. This is a short commercial that is available on Mary Kay YouTube channel about foundations. And let's see if it will play. Hold on. I think it will play. Hold on. I thought it would. Okay. I apologize on the front end, y'all, that I was not my normal prepared self, and y'all are giving me grace. So give me a second and let me see if it will play. So we're going to go to hang tight 1 second. And we're going to play both of these. And here we go. Let's go ahead and play the one about the science behind our foundations. Since I'm having issues, let's just get that one going. Okay, here we go.
I'm Dr. Lucy Gilday, Chief Scientific Officer for Mary Kay. I was recently invited behind the scenes of our photo shoot for the new TimeWise 3D Foundation launch. It was so exciting to get to speak with real women about the latest Mary Kay innovations inspired by you.
There's something about feeling like makeup doesn't have to be a chore, and feeling beautiful doesn't have to be hard. I feel like I look like me and I feel like me, and I couldn't ask for anything more than that.
I want a foundation that's going to stay with me all day long, from morning till evening.
Well, that's great to hear, because our goal was to create a foundation for the everyday woman, for it to keep up with a woman while she's on the go.
All right.
We're all busy, right?
Good.
Do you find it hard typically to find the right skin tone?
Yes, I have to mix a corrector with the foundation to really find the even tone, yes.
So what we've created with this new TimeWise 3D foundation is we used our exclusive and telematch technology. We scanned the faces of women from around the world to get the most accurate and true skin tones. So in the matte formula, we included special microspheres in the matte formulas to act like a sponge and absorb the oil.
I definitely appreciate that.
And we've also included in each foundation our exclusive patent-pending age-minimized 3D complex. Now, this skin-loving complex contains encapsulated resveratrol, dual-benefit vitamin B3, and an age-defying peptide to give you those skin benefits that you'll love. All of you look beautiful, and at Mary Kay, every innovation is inspired by you. We strive to make sure every product is made the best it can be, because you deserve the best performance, products, ingredients, and formulas to make you feel confident and beautiful.
That ended abruptly. Hold on 1 second. I am getting it together. I don't know how people do this without multiple screens, because I need that ended abruptly. Screens. Hold on 1 second. I am getting it together. Okay. So I don't know how people do this without multiple screens, because I need that ended. Just call it a comeback. I've been here for years. I don't know. This is hilarious. You might just get me today, because I'm getting all kinds of stuff happening. I had myself in pure motion. Okay, so let me go through. I think I am just going to keep it moving. And thanks, LaShonda. I tell you, this is why I work with 3 screens. I wanted to move in this room, and my husband's like, you need to stay where you are. And now you know why I stay with those all them screens over there. Okay, so here we go. I think I've got it, but there might not be any more video. Okay, so let's talk about the main foundations that are my first love. And there are so many beauty bloggers on YouTube that have talked about these foundations and how much they love them, how much they love them, how much they love them. So here we go. We're going to talk about 12 hours of weightless wear and these age fighting minimizing 3D complex. All right. It comes in matte and it comes in luminous, and it has what Dr. Gilday talked about, an IntelliMatch technology. It's an exclusive age minimizing 3D complex. This will be worth the time just because I'm going to give y'all this whole Canva presentation, and then you can create it, okay, and turn it into something. So there is matte. The matte 3D foundation has 12 hours of oil control, and the luminous 3D foundation has 12 hours of moisturization. So you want to decide which one you need. I wear both. I like the luminous the best, but sometimes I like the matte, and I'm going to give you a little trick for if you are kind of in between what you can do. Actually, I'll give you 2 tricks. It's dermatologist tested, clinically tested for skin irritancy and allergies, non-comedogenic. This is not makeup that's clogging your pores, suitable for all skin types. It's suitable for contact lens wearers, and fragrance-free and oil-free. So really important. So it's going to last and give you that 12 hours of oil control. And this is our age-fighting, minimizing 3D complex. So you're going to fall in love with that. This is something that National Kristen Sharp did, where she showed all of the different shades just on a paper plate. And I love that. So right here, I have this next color wheel to kind of explain these color families. And so I'm going to pull this out here. And I'm going to show it on the screen. So let me see if I can make that, or Dorothy, you can make that larger, maybe even where we make it take up the full amount. Okay. And so there are cool shades, neutral shades, and warm shades. Cool, neutral, and warm. All right. And the shades start, of course, with ivory, beige, and bronze. And so these numbers, when you look at it, it's going to have a C for cool and a W for warm and an N for neutral. So you can take a look at that, and that can help and make a huge difference. Now, because I'm having these challenges, I'm not going to flip over to our website. But when you go for the clients, you go to www.marykay.com/your beauty consultant's website. And there's actually a foundation test that you can do over there that's going to help you with how to connect and figure out the closest 3 shades for you. And it's a great starting point. So that's really, really, really good. For old school people, there is a foundation chart. Okay, a comparison chart. And you can use that as a cheat sheet when someone talks about foundation that they were using. All right. So I'm going to skip this next video, but I'm going to give you one hack. This is a super cool hack for folks that are kind of in between. One of the hacks is you can take your matte foundation and you can add oil-free hydrating gel. You can also take the luminous foundation, and if someone still needs more moisturizer, you can mix in some of the intense moisturizing cream. So you can take this oil-free hydrating gel even on top of your moisturizer that you've just used, but you can mix this in with your foundation or apply one and apply the other, and you'll see the sample of this picture of how it just gives you an oil-free luminous for someone who doesn't want all the way matte but wants it to be a little bit more. And this gives you the ability to control it. This oil-free hydrating gel is amazing. It's one of our unsung heroes because we haven't, now that we have so many sophisticated moisturizers, we don't talk about this one as much, but I'm telling you, this moisturizer is so lightweight and so amazing. And you can add a dab of this to your foundation. You could do the same thing with the Intense moisturizer and add a dab of that to your foundation. You could do the exact same thing with our nourishing oil. Of course, the oil gives it a different consistency, but I often will do that nourishing oil and go for it. Thank you guys for the love. I appreciate all the love, all the love, all the love. So that's a big trick. That trick should have just been worth it. All right. There's a video, which I will not share because it's not cooperating, that Luis Casco shows you how to customize your foundation shade. I am going to play another video a little bit later, but this one I'll keep going. So how do you do the stripe test? So I'm going to stripe test myself. I have one of every foundation. So here's an example. That's a dramatic stripe test. Normally you wouldn't go that dramatic. It's normally going to be 3 shades that are a little bit closer and you're like trying to figure out which one to use. So now we are going to come over here and I have all of my foundations in here. These are the beiges. These are from when they very first came out. And one of the joys of being a national sales director is they send us everything. But I will tell you, when I was a beauty consultant, I had everything in my display, everything. Because the eye buys, and even though our competition with brick and mortar is very different now, it is still virtually, this positions us to be able to have it. So do you have all of the foundation shades? So I'm going to just start off with the bronzes and we're going to figure out, and I'm going to encourage you, if you have your foundation and if it's time for you to check, just grab your device and go to the mirror and let's check our foundation shade together. And sometimes what we do is we just will go, so I'm just pulling out all the bronzes. Sometimes what we do is we will just go the three in order, but sometimes you can skip because of the undertone. So the undertone can make a difference. So let me grab my actual shade here. I swear I know I set this up here. All right, so we are going to, this is what you wish your mama was here. We're going to start with, okay, there's mine. I know it wasn't crazy. All right, so we're going to start with 100. So I'm going to stripe a few on this side of my face. This is bronze 100. And I'm going to show you, a lot of times you can use more than one. So this is bronze 100 and you stripe it kind of right in there. I didn't totally blend it in, but I already can tell you what's going to happen from this one. From blending it, you're going to see this one's going to be a little ashy, but it goes away. Like it's a little ashy, but you know what? I could almost wear 100. Hello. And I wasn't thinking that, but I almost could. It's super, super, like it is gone. It is gone. So I'm putting that on the side of a maybe. 110. Now I should have kept, you take a pin size amount. If you do this much, sometimes that's even too much if you want to blend. So I always have a little, and if we're going to do a lot of them, I'll just put a little dot. 100, 120. Let me look in this mirror and then come over here. This is 120. And no, that's 110. I'm sorry. That's 110. And here comes 120. So you want to make sure that you are doing this on bare skin in good lighting. Now, this is challenging because the lighting, okay, I got to put the light right on me, which will blind me, but hopefully it'll help you see even more. Is that better or worse? Okay, 120. I'm going to put 120 right here. Uh-oh, I just found a hair that needs to be plucked. I hope y'all don't see it. Okay, and then I'm going to do, it was 120. I'm going to try to do 130 and 140. Now, do they look different? I'm in California, girl. I am in California. So, do they look different from the luminous to the matte? Have you guys discovered that they do look a little different? Same shade, but it's a little bit of a different formula. This is the matte. I can automatically tell because it went on drier. I have to even get more just to be able to show it on the camera. So let me put it there again. Let's see if y'all can help me pick. And let's do 140. I'm just going to keep going. So we got 100, 110, 120, 130. We're about to do 140. This is 140. And you literally want to take your mirror and go into the sunlight. And you should do this at least twice a year. 140. Let's just keep going. 150, 160. Let's see what we're working with. I'm just going to put 150 over here because I know that one's too dark for me. So that's 150. Uh-oh. You might have to let me see. You guys like 130? Krishana said she likes 130. That's what she thinks I use. And 160. Now we've gotten too dark, obviously, but I just want to show you how dark we go. And here is, let's just grab 170 and 180. So generally, you're going to do this with 3 shades. And you could do this with samples, but having this good and dark. Now, what could you do with the lighter foundations? What can you do with the, some people do like using, especially the cream and powder darker foundation for their contour and the lighter foundation for their highlighting. So I just want to tell you, this is a great to be able to really see that we can go very deep. And sometimes when you're working with women that are as deep as these colors, you want to be sure that just because someone is a really, 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 really rich, deep bronze doesn't mean she's going to necessarily wear the darkest one. You want to be sure it's not making her too ashy. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some blending on this side. And let's see. 100. Now, I want to tell you, our foundations are so good till sometimes you put them on and you're like, girl, I can't figure it out. You got to really work and put them on. Now, I can tell you that this one, the second one, definitely. But so far, I could wear 100, but I can't wear 110. 110 is ashy, you can still see, but the 100, you can't even tell where I put it. Okay, now let's go to 120. I got water here. Now, you could stripe it this way, but when you do your hairline, okay, there's 120. Here is 130. And Krishana might be right because I can't even see where that was, but that one's also matte. And here is 140. 140 is red. But sometimes you might like a little bit of the redness in there. The 140, I could work with it. It makes me look like I have makeup on. I could work with it. Sometimes what my skin is doing, I need more coverage. So the interesting thing is, depending on the look I'm going for, 140 is definitely a little bit too red, but it can be different after you put your powder on. So yes, so let's go. My thought exactly with my micellar water. And I am going to just put some of the micellar water right here on the side. And no ashy. Yep, we couldn't do ashy. So I just took that off. So I think I'm going to try. So what I wear when you guys see me is 130. Bam! Who was that got it right? Yep, absolutely. But I'm going to put on the 100 and blend it out. And let's see what happens. And then, truth be told, you go, oh no. But guess what? Some people mix. And I like mixing on the back of my hand. Some people mix. For this test, I'm just going to apply it on with my hands. This is 100. Hey, Ebony. Yeah. Don't need no orange, honey. So this is the 100. Now, this is probably now that I'm putting it on, because I like full coverage, you can see it's too light. But y'all, this could be my summer shade. I mean, this could be my winter shade in Chicago. Because you can get, if I stayed in Chicago a long time and stayed out of that sun. So now y'all can see, you see it's lighter. Okay. Not working. But it could be something to keep close. Sometimes, if you ever notice, sometimes it could be blended. All right, so I'm just using this because I got my chamois for my face, but I'm using that one. Okay, let's go to, we know we're not doing 110. Let's go to 120 and let's see what we're working with. Who else is doing this with me? Trying your foundation. Let's see. I got 15 minutes and I want you guys to see this video. And I got more to share. Now I got to find my 120. Where'd my 120 go? This is why you like keeping it in that little box. Okay. So here's 120. Let me try to put it right here so y'all can really see. Now, I don't put foundation on my lips, but with most Black women, their lips are real pinky. So I take the residue and it goes on my lips. So this is 120. It's not bad, but it's still a little ashy. It's a little lighter. We ain't trying to go lighter. So I'm going back to my 130, but let me do 130 luminous. This is why you can sell micellar water. Because this thing right here, when you need to make a makeup correction, I wouldn't put it around my eyes because I tried that and my eyes didn't like it. But I'm telling you, it's everything for being able to just fix something and go clean it up. Okay. What did I say we were doing? Did we do 120? We're doing 130. We're doing 130. Help a sister out. Okay. And I'm doing 130 warm. And this one, you can tell this is my real one because I'm getting down to it. How many of you have to open it up like the toothpaste? Okay, so here's 130. Come on, camera. Work with me. Y'all, on the guest event, there's even an opportunity to win this camera. I don't know if you could tell the difference in the quality of my camera, but okay. So this one, when I put this on, it feels like skin. And sometimes it's a little bit off, but by the time I put my powder on, it's all good. So here we go. This is skin. So 130. Yeah. I've never done concealer on my lips. I would love to see that. If you do that, make a video on that. I would love to see how you work that and what that looks like. And I'm going to just do the 140 on the other side because we went there with that 140 that felt like it was dark, but I might find myself putting my 130 with a hint of 140 mixed in. Because this 140 is kind of too red by itself. But some days I feel like I need a little bit. So y'all, I really might do this today before I do my powder. I think I'm gonna mix it in. And now I'm gonna really apply it. Okay, so here we go. Thanks to my loyal observers. All right, so here we go. Pull up the sleeves. Take my 130 warm 130 luminous. Squeeze it out. Come on, I'm on camera. I use a lot of this. Ah, there it went. Oh, snap, I got it on my thing. Don't you hate when that happens? This is why you have a smock on, but I can't be on camera naked. Okay, so how do you do this? You don't wipe it, you pat it. And then afterwards, you go get it. But now I got to change clothes. Okay, so what I was trying to do was show you how I blended on the back of my hand. And now I'm just going to add a teensy bit of 140. Almost just the amount that is leaking out. I'm just going to add that amount. Walk it out. Walk it out. Walk it out. Walk it out. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we work with here. This is my first time doing this, y'all. Yeah, double cleanse. Ooh, so y'all just helped me find a new foundation. I don't know if this has been good for you, but this is my new, this is going to be my summer shade. 130 with a hint of 140. Vicki, what shade do you wear? Now, let me just say that that's the only thing about this camera. If you move fast, it's super HD, but it will. For bronze skin tone women, start off with foundations with your family, people that look like you, for everybody. I advocate for everybody. And then sometimes when you work with people that don't look like you, it's like, what do I do? So you get your sister consultants and you have a meeting and you say, okay, Vicki's Ivory 160. You literally at your meeting say, can we just go around and talk about what foundation shade? Or you get your girlfriend and say, okay, I'm a bronze skin tone sister and I need to master these Ivory foundations. I need to practice. I need to do a Fab 5 with y'all. Yes, we are about to continue the Fab 5. Vicki, I'm sending you, we're getting some help and excited about it. Okay, so here we go. That's my foundation. I got it. Let me put the top on this. And so now, what else? You found your shade. Now we're going to talk about, you use 120 with a hint of 130. That's awesome. That's awesome. And so now we're going to talk a little bit about powders in the time that we have left. You got to mix in some powder, y'all. You got to mix in some powder. And so this is bronze 2. I wear beige 2 or bronze. This one should be, I should have my bronze. Let me do my, since I mixed in that other foundation, I need to do my beige 2. 1 minute. Be careful with fan and powder, although this does pretty good. And I'm down to the end, and my mother, I don't know how to do this, but my mother took the top off of it. Now, you can dust like this. and just dust it on. Of course, you can use it by itself, or sometimes I will press and pack. Chicago, summertime, I literally will roll it on. And sometimes I'll do that after I've done whatever I've done, concealer and so forth. Now, I didn't do concealer, but I am going to use it. But what I wanted to see is what my color is doing. So like right now, it's too light. I need the bronze one. I don't have the bronze one with me, so I'm grabbing some of this bronze too, and I'm going to mix it in because I'm just testing my foundation before I test it out, and I need to put some color back in there. So this bronze too is helping me. And so I'll blend it in with the powder. And because if you're going to just dust, it's one color. But if you're going to press and roll it, I literally will take my brush. I use a brush that's a little bit smaller than this, and I'll roll it in when I'm having an oil issue. Okay. So that worked. Now you want to also pick your, now you could use these Endless Performance cream foundations. And how can you use these? You can use these as for contouring. You can wear them as great foundations by themselves, but they're also great for contouring in here. So you just decide and play around with the different colors, and you can decide which shades you want to do and apply it as a, for a little bit of contour right in there, using this brush. Someone wants to know which shade I'm using. And sometimes, y'all, what makeup artists do is, I can't get this out. I don't know. I think that is, Ebony, what color do you think that is? I think that is, I don't know, the 4, not sure. Okay, and then I have another brush that I use to blend that in. I'm gonna take a little bit of this and put it right down here. My COVID has produced a double chin. So this is my COVID double chin. And up here, I'm gonna do a little bit on both sides. Okay, now, this is not a contour class, but let me show you what I would do with my light bronze and I take a little bit of that contour and with another brush, and we'll do it right down here and right down the bridge of my nose to help my nose out a little bit. This concealer, I like to use light bronze, and I want to see when I'm doing my foundation. I'm not doing my whole makeup today, but when I'm doing my foundation, I want to just see what the foundation does when I blend in these other, I just want to see how I look. And then I'm going to walk into the sunlight and I'm going to see what my foundation base is looking like. Okay. I'm going to end with a great video. So this is, sometimes for speed, I will use my fingers, but I do love using the concealer brush. But honestly, some days live, if I'm really rushing, this is it sometimes. But generally, I'm using a brush. I have my brushes readily available and clean all the time. Okay, we got that. Take a teensy bit more of the powder. And then after I'm done with y'all, I'm going to take my mirror and go into the sunlight and ask a friend, is my foundation crazy? Call Ebony. She'll tell you if you read. She'll put you on blast. Okay. Foundation classes, huge. Huge, huge, huge. All right, now my glasses are super dirty. I think they've been sitting on the foundation. I literally got foundation on them. Ooh, they're bad. So, try the Endless Performance. And Then figure out what your concealer shade is, play around with it. What do you want to do? I'm using the light bronze, and you will decide and figure that out. So foundations, you guys, foundation is the foundation. I can't imagine applying makeup without foundation on it. I mean, you're not going to get the same look. Now, some makeup artists, a lot of makeup artists do eyes first, and then just kind of fill foundation is. Yeah, true girlfriends will tell you what you need to know. And some people can use foundation just as a spot treatment, but y'all, if you haven't stepped out to really try foundation, I need you to make sure you're using your correct shade. Try it again. Spend about 20 minutes doing what I just did, testing it out. And I'm going to close with this video of our dear sister sales. She should be a sales director, our dear sister consultant, who is fabulous, who is going through and showing you the foundation shade. So we decided today, I changed my foundation to adding a hint of 140 to carry me through, and then finishing spray. Absolutely. I put the finishing spray on all the way afterwards. This is what I meant to mention also, is oil mattifier. A lot of people don't use the oil mattifier, but this is going to help your foundation to look fresh. It has acrylic copolymer. You take a little bit of this when you throughout the day when you get oily, and you're going to just press it in and apply it. Okay. And that's going to make a huge difference. Huge, huge, huge difference. So let's check out this video, and I will see y'all. I am doing a fun Liptini party today. For those of you who are a part of our national area, you have an opportunity to invite people to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll get my situation together for then. Okay. So, or move. All right. So here we go. Let me see if I can play this video. And glasses are necessary. I think this is the correct video. And here we go. I might not play the whole video.
Today's day, guys. Are you excited? Because I'm excited. Okay, today we finally get to play with the new Mary Kay 3D foundations, and I am super pumped. I am super excited. And I know you guys are excited too. So let's jump right into it. So these new 3D foundations were created with exclusive IntelliMatch technology for your true shade. Improved shade accuracy to seamlessly match more skin tones than ever. And that is great news, you guys. Great news. Because, if you've been watching me long enough on my channel, you know I mix my foundations. But with these new foundations, I should get my perfect match. And I am so excited because I don't want to mix anymore. I'm sure some of you mix your foundations as I do, and it'll be great to not have to do that. And that's one of our goals today, is to find our perfect shade, find our perfect match so that, we can be snatched and flawless. So what's great about these foundations is that they include the patent pending age minimized 3D complex, encapsulated resveratrol, dual benefits vitamin B3, and age-defying peptide. So they have the same ingredients in them as our Time-Wise 3D skincare sets, which is awesome. This is an anti-aging foundation in a bottle, okay? It's gonna brighten your complexion. It's gonna help reverse the signs of aging, give your skin a beautiful, healthy glow. They gave us the new blending brush. This is a densely packed brush. The brushes are synthetic. It says it's great for full coverage foundation application, and it's set to apply foundation evenly in just one swipe to create a smooth and flawless canvas. We also have a limited edition Mary Kay matte lipstick in paparazzi pink. Gorgeous color. And this lipstick is for a cause. It's part of the Mary Kay Pink Changing Lives program. Mary Kay will donate $1 from the sale to the Mary Kay Foundation, which helps to find cures for cancers affecting women and to help prevent domestic violence. Okay, so definitely contact your local beauty consultant, order your lipstick today, and support a great cause. We are just gonna jump right in. Right now, they launched 28 match shades, okay, from the ivory, beige, and bronze category, and that's a category I fall under the bronze category. For my consultants, if you received this month's applause, they put a conversion chart in there, which, you know, I already cut out and laminated. So, you know, it's a great tool to have to use as a guide to match your customers. Okay. So the shades that I got for myself is a bronze W130, W140, W150, and the bronze C160. Okay, so with the new foundations, you get varied undertones. We all have different undertones. Now we have the cool, which stands for the C, the warm, the W, the N, which stands for the neutral, which I think is awesome. I already have my eye makeup done, something quick and simple, my Chroma Fusion eye colors. First I'm gonna do is apply my foundation primer. So I'm just gonna apply my primer with a brush, and it is nice and soft. It's not spiky, it's not poking me in any way. It's dense, as you can see from the close-up shot. So that will definitely give you a nice full coverage. So what I'm gonna do is just do a stripe test on my jawline and figure out which one closely matches me the best. First off is 130, 140. So this is 140W. Next up is 150W. 160, 150, 140, and 130. All right, and these three shades are warm, and the last one is a cool undertone. I think the 150 is the closest to my skin tone. That's what we're gonna go with today. I don't know how I feel about this color. Nope. I feel like it darkened me just a tad bit, you know. But I could wear it. I could pull it off. All right, so I'm gonna do something. I'm going to leave the 150, right? The 150 on this side, and I'm gonna use the 130 on this side. The other two just won't cut it. One is too red and the other is too orange. So I'm gonna try 130, which does look a little too light. I don't know if it oxidizes or not. I haven't heard that it does. Maybe it does. So let's see what 130 looks like on this side. Yeah, 130 is too light. The 130 is brighter, okay? It's brighter. I think I could pull it off too. A lot of times you can kind of wing your foundations. So I let the foundation sit for a bit, and comparing this side, which has the 130 on it, and this side, which has a 150 on it, as now that they've kind of sat, you know, for a minute, I think my best option is the 150. Okay? I think that's my best option. What I will do is I'm gonna build it, because, you know, I just did a light hand just to see. But now that it's settled, I think it is my best option. So just wiping off again. So let's go with 150. I'm gonna go with the brush. Well, I want a full coverage. And I also think it is kind of getting darker a little. So here's what I can say so far. I feel like the more it's setting, it's getting darker. That's what I see right now in my mirror. And I don't know if the camera is picking it up. I actually went and asked my mom, I said, what does my face look like? And she says, it looks dark. It looks like it has oxidized and it's looking darker. So I don't know about the 150, honestly. Maybe that'll be my summer shade. Maybe, I don't know. So I'm gonna have to take this off. I'm gonna try one of the other shades, okay? Okay guys, so I went and washed off my face. All right, we're starting again. I washed out the brush. Looking at the foundation colors right here. What I used right now was 150. So we're gonna put that aside because it got too dark. 130 I felt like was just a little too light. You know, it didn't have enough warmth underneath. So we're gonna do this again. I'm gonna try the 140, even though I think it's a little too orange. You know, because I don't think I have an orange undertone, but the 150 oxidized and was just too dark. And I'm gonna do the same thing. That's 140. And already I like it a little better. I know it had more orange and it scared me a little bit, but right now I'll say this is much better and almost perfect, but I'm not going to say that yet till she dries down because yeah, she could dry down and just bite me. You know what I'm saying? Just change on me. So let's just see. You have a winner, people. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. So the bronze W140 is a new shade, and it wrote underneath, it said the new, new bronze 2. Try this new shade, warm, which is perfect. That is perfect. And the more it's sitting, the more it's disappearing. It doesn't almost look like I have any foundation on. It's like my skin. This is my skin, and this is foundation. Do you guys see that there's almost no difference? So we're gonna go in now with the 140 on this side. Once it sits, it does dry down to its true shade. So that is it, honey. I am in love. I'm in love. I'm excited. I totally think this is my perfect shade and it matches my undertone beautifully. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared there for a minute with the bronze 150W. I was so sure that was my shade, even though when I striped it, I noticed a little, something, but I'm excited with it. So yeah, let's just do a little bit of concealer. I'm gonna spray the brush. I like how it feels. I feel like this might be perfect for the under eye, so I'm gonna try it with my concealer. And I'm going to see if it works. The under eye is delicate, so I'm just gonna gently pat concealer there. Work it, honey. So just going with a clean brush. I'm just gonna blend. I think it could work, but if you're not comfortable, then definitely just go with your sponge. Okay, so I'm done with the rest of my face. We're gonna go with a paparazzi pink. So here you have it, guys. This is the Mary Kay limited edition lipstick in paparazzi pink, and oh my gosh, wow, it's bold, it's daring, and it's definitely very eye-catching. I love it. I really do. When you put this on, you know that the party's on. Okay, and where are we going? Where are we going? Let's talk about our foundation. I am very happy that I finally found my shade. A lot of brands produce a ton of foundations all the time. New ones coming out here and there every time, but they never get the undertones right. That is the issue, okay? I don't know anybody who's got a gray undertone, okay? Because I don't got no gray undertone. Do you? So let me try these colors, right? Swatch them for you guys. Try them out for you guys. Try to discover what's good for me. So I would say if you have your beauty consultants local within your area, go to her and get shade matched because they have introduced new shades. It looks so beautiful. It looks just like skin. And it's got great coverage. Honey, they came for all the wigs today, honey. Take the wig, take the bag, take the money, take the lashes, take it all, Mary Kay. You take everything. Take all my coins, okay? I love this new foundation. You listen to the ladies, okay? You finally came through. You've been giving us what we asked for. And I want to say thank you to Mary Kay. I want you guys to comment down below and let me know if you finally found your perfect match and what that shade is. So thank you very much for joining me today. If you enjoyed watching this video, then please hit the like button and don't forget to share, okay? Leave me comments. I love reading your comments. And don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell button in the corner so you get notified every time I upload. Thank you for joining me today. And I will see
Thank you for joining, you guys. Thank you to Eddie Smith for her amazing training. Bye, y'all.